This is Talk of the Town, a weekly program featuring community events happening in and around Northeast Michigan, with your host, Nancy Smitham, and get the latest from Alpena Community College with Don McMaster. And now, today's Talk of the Town.
Good morning and welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Nancy Smitham. My first guest today is my friend Brad Summers from the Boys and Girls Club of Alpena. Hi, Brad.
Hi, Nancy.
So, busy time of year for you folks at the Boys and Girls Club, lots of stuff going on. And the first thing we want to talk about is the bowling fundraiser. Now, the Boys and Girls Club, and through your affiliation with the mentoring program, you're the very first person in town to do a bowling fundraiser. You originated it. It's been copied 1,000 times over, but you folks are the first persons to do this, and it's a very important fundraiser.
You know, it's our party event. You know, we have other fundraisers in the year that are fun party atmospheres, but this one is we get the kids involved. We get people that take the time to be mentors. You know, show up with their mentees. It's just a big celebration of the mentoring services that we're able to do in the community, and you know, garner a little bit of support to you know, pay for some of those overhead or some of those expenses that we have associated with it. You know, going back to the, you know, having other individuals or other organizations doing the bowling fundraisers, they're easy. You know, there's really no easy fundraiser, but you know, when it's all kind of said and done, it's just fun. So you know, all organizations should run a bowling fundraiser at some point, and it helps out Thunderbolt Lanes. It helps out, you know, the organizations that are specifically running it. You know, and like I've said, it's just a lot of fun, and who doesn't like to bowl? And
as you said when you started, it's a fundraiser, and it is because you know, that joyous laughter I always talk about coming from within, from without the side of the Boys and Girls Club. That's the noise you hear in the bowling alley the night of your fundraiser. There's and the striking pins and the laughter, and the teams have so much fun. They dress crazier than you'll ever believe, and it's a team event, and people challenge each other, and all nonprofit groups and organizations out there, and banks and credit unions and businesses, they have a team and they come and they have fun and they raise a lot of money to help the mentoring program.
Yeah, it's usually it's a very successful night usually for our organization, you know, and it, like I said, it goes right back into helping with the kids and helping the mentoring services and helping provide training for the mentors, and you know, providing special events for the mentees. And it's just a great night. We give a lot of prizes away. We have raffles. We have giveaways. We have best costume contests. You know, there are a lot of little fun things that we do during the night that make it a lot of fun and very special for our organization and for all the participants. You know, and what the biggest thing that we like to see, and it's something that you know, I've noticed over the 4 years of my tenure as the executive director, is, you know, a lot of the same businesses, you know, will even call us to get involved. So you know, it's a lot of fun for the people that do get involved. You know, we have, you know, Besser Credit Union has been our top gainer over the past, you know, definitely during my tenure, and I think before. Nancy Monti and all the associates over there do a wonderful job, and so do so many other organizations that step up to help our programs.
And it's going to be March 17th, and if anyone's interested in being a sponsor, giving a prize, or getting a team together, how many people do you need for a team?
4 to 5.
Okay.
And you do get a free T-shirt.
Okay.
We do have T-shirts that are printed, so you'll have a free T-shirt. Everybody gets a giveaway, some kind of a, you know, a little prize package, and you're entered into a drawing to win a bigger prize. And you know, free drinks, pop water, or whatever your item is there. You're more than welcome to. That's one of the gratuities of being part of it.
Okay, and you bowl 2 games?
2 games.
2 games, and the person with the highest score probably wins a prize. The people who bring in the most money win a prize.
And the low score as well.
And the low score, okay.
We try to cater to everybody.
356-0214, give you a call. You'll get those packets out to them.
Absolutely.
And hard to believe as we're taping this, but spring break is coming up next month.
You know, with all the weather has been so wonderful over the past, you know, week or so here. You know, we're already starting to think about our spring break activities coming up. We've got some really cool, fun things that the staff is coming up with.
Heat-changing slime.
Yeah, it's kind of, you remember the hyper-color T-shirts that we used to have when we were kids and back in the day? Well, it's kind of neat. It's kind of the same kind of concept, but it's the slime, the fun things. You know, kids love to play with this stuff, but it changes with the heat and and changes colors. So it's kind of a cool science experiment. The kids learn how and why they do this. Then of course, we have some other special events that are going on.
Escape room.
Jen Digna and the staff at the club is really excited about this one. It's it's a program or a project and an activity that embraces teamwork. So basically, they're going to be in a room and they've got to figure out clues and strategies on how to get out of that room.
Okay, I've seen that on TV.
So we're not locking kids in rooms, but we're of course they're all monitored. But it's been on TV and it's
fun.
Been through it's definitely been on social media and things, and it's a great opportunity for kids to build that teamwork capacity, to work together, to achieve a common goal. There's a lot of really cool educational components that go into it, and of course, it's just fun. So,
yes.
The staff is really excited to get this going, and we've practiced a little bit as a staff, and it's a lot harder than I thought.
Okay, that'll be interesting. And food program still goes on. Great program, free to anyone 18 and under.
Absolutely, it's been one of our shining lights over the past decade or so, has been able to provide youth in this community with a free hot meal every single day. And it's year-round. It's not just during the school year. We also have something during the summer programming, and it just there's a lot of kids that go without. And this is a way for us as an organization to kind of step up to help those needs, to help the family structures, to help parents, to help when it's all said and done, it's something that aligns with our mission of helping the youth in this community. And we're honored and blessed that we have so many people that participate and so many youth that are able to take advantage of the services.
Yes.
And just to be able to help out the kids and the parents is just a special thing for us.
Okay, and you still have the best deal in town, $10 a year per person or $15 for a family.
Yeah, it's
unbelievable.
And some parents have no problem paying that. And if there are parents out there that think that this is something that their kids would like to take advantage of these services, we never turn kids away. So if it's something that you're going through some hardship, and we totally understand that, please stop by. We will work with that. We do have scholarships available. There are some we're able to keep the price so low because of the great community support that we receive.
Yes.
So we wish we could do it for free, but there are some costs and things associated that we do need to pay for.
Yes.
We are still business, but we do understand that we will never turn a kid away for a membership due to the fact that they can't pay for the membership. So, if there are any parents out there that would like to see their kids sign up to become a member of the Boys and Girls Club and receive some of these services, please just call us or
Best deal
stop
in town.
by.
Best deal in town.
We like to think so too.
Okay, one more time. The important bowling fundraiser, March 17th, 3560214. Give you a call and we'll get those packets out.
Thank you.
Thank you. Please stay tuned. I'll be right back following these messages. Hi, welcome back. I'm with Natalie Francis from Huron Humane Society. Good morning, Natalie.
Good morning.
This is an important time, as we were talking with Brad, important time of year for fundraisers. This is the most important time of year for you folks because March is coming up. It's your most important fundraiser that you do throughout the year.
Yes, it is.
And just people need to know that this money goes right back into the shelter. It stays in our community, and it makes sure that all those wonderful animals in our community that are either abandoned or whatever reason are well taken care of.
Yes, it is. It goes directly to our operational fund for the shelter, so directly to the animals and care for the animals. So,
yes.
One of our many fundraisers that go directly to our operationals.
Okay,
so.
And it's the gala. It's called the gala. It's Saturday, March 18th. This year we have a change of venue. It's at the Knights of Columbus Hall.
Yes.
And John Benson will be catering it this year.
Yes, that's right.
And it's going to be chicken and beef roll-ups, so we know those will be very good. 5:30 live and silent auction. But the amazing thing is we still have tickets available.
Yes, we do. We moved it to the KFC Hall to hopefully open it up to some more people. We found that we had a need for a bigger venue, and we have tickets available still. So we're excited to be able to offer those tickets still. They are $45 each. They are available at Real Estate 1.
Okay.
So contact Lori there, and she'll be happy to get those for you.
And they will sell out. I mean,
They will.
it's a month away, and I'm
Yes.
going to guarantee anyone listening and watching that they are going to sell out.
Yes.
It is one of the premier fundraising events held in our community. There's so many people. It's an eclectic mix of people. The prizes, the auction items that you have are unbelievable, and we can mention a few of those right this moment.
Yeah.
You
Yep,
start.
We have, okay. We have a great Disney Hopper vacation, including airfare.
Yes.
So that's one of our awesome items we're able to secure yearly, actually.
Yes.
So we're really excited about that one. We also have a fabulous cat tree that's handcrafted every year. We have an awesome knife this year in lieu of
Yes.
our normal gun, so we're excited about that.
And lots of dog beds, and it's a willow lamp, and there's lots of services. Our community just comes forward, and oil changes and all the hairdressing and spa items and salon items. There's so many items that it's wonderful to have another venue, a bigger venue, where we can put out more items because they are just spectacular.
Right, and we are still also accepting auction
Yes.
items. If anybody in the community does do any handcrafting or would like to showcase their business, they would be showcased
Yes.
in our program. So if you would like to donate, we'd be more than happy to accept those, and
If
very
you're a
grateful.
chef and want to have people come
Yes.
over for a special dinner at your home or at their home, or if you have a wood-fired pizza oven in your yard, invite people over in the summer. I know in the past there's been pontoon rides
Right.
donated. It's just such a variety of things, and every item, if it sells for $1, is another dollar that goes into the operation fund to help us fund this wonderful center in our community.
Exactly, and we appreciate everything that anyone could do or
Yes.
donate. Or we also have raffle tickets available.
Oh,
Those are
yes.
$1 each, or 6 for $5. Those are a 50-50 drawing.
Okay.
So, and those will be drawn the night of the event.
Okay, so we need to
And-
get those out and about. So people, where can they pick those up? At Real Estate One?
At Real Estate One.
Okay.
They're also available at our Retails Boutique. That's
Okay.
at 213 West Chisholm.
All right.
And you can get those at the shelter as well. And also our committee members around town will have those. Kathy Guerra, Cindy Johnson, Leanne Bloom, Gloria Ogleski. So
Okay.
you can find those with them as well.
Okay, and we have business card ads available too. And like I said, this always sells out. There's going to be well over 300 people, and they're going to be opening that program, reading through the program. So what a great opportunity to have your business card seen by a great group of people who want to pay back and want to thank the people who make this event possible. Business card is only $40, a quarter page is $75, a half page is $150, a full page is only $300.
Right.
Great opportunity. Who do we contact for that?
You can contact myself. You
Okay.
can contact any of our committee members. We call the shelter, call Lori at Real Estate
Okay.
One. We'll be sure to get that ad in for you.
Okay.
There is a deadline of the 26th for that, so
Okay,
you
it's
have to be
coming
quick
up.
moving on that. Yes.
Okay, and then Chemical Bank is doing a campaign for you also.
Yes, they are. Chemical Bank is collecting donations right up until March 10th
Okay.
at their bank. So if you'd be happy to bring in some goodies for the animals, cat litter, bleach, any kind of cleaning goods, toys for the animals, collars, leashes, anything like that, would be very grateful.
Okay, and AmeriGas kicked off their yearly campaign already.
Yes.
And what do they do?
Yes, they do a yearly campaign for the animals. This year they're going to be at Tractor Supply twice, which
Okay.
is great. They will be there March 24th and also Friday, March 21st from 11 to 4 collecting for the shelter. If you bring something in for the shelter, they give you a coupon for your gas grill fill up. So you get your gas propane filled up there.
Wow.
And from 1 to 3 on those days, we'll also have animals.
Perfect.
And be able to showcase those. And then on Friday, April 7th, they're doing a pet photo shoot at their Alpena AmeriGas office from 11 to 3.
Perfect. Okay, so you have a lot of wonderful people
We
in this
do.
community that step up and help.
Yes.
And talking about stepping up and helping, there's so many volunteer opportunities for Huron Humane Society. People could actually come to the shelter, help take care of the animals, walk dogs, play with cats, socialize animals. They could do laundry. They could help clean up the yard outside. They could help with fundraisers.
Yes.
There's so many things that people can do to help. And if you came for 1 or 2 hours once a month, it would be a wonderful thing to do.
Yes, it would be. We have volunteer opportunities at the shelter. We also have volunteer opportunities as far as fundraising or outreach.
Yes.
On our meet and greets. out, like at Tractor Supply,
Yes.
you could come and help us with the animals. Or we have volunteer opportunities at our new store at Retails, where if
Yes.
you're interested in working at the store, or maybe you are into upscaling some furniture,
Yes.
or that type of thing. You know, we have volunteer opportunities there as well. So.
Okay, and the best way to anyone to reach you is probably go online, check out your website, because everything you're doing is so wonderful on your website.
Yes, HuronHumaneSociety.org, or you can call the shelter, and we can help you with that too. That's 356-4794.
Thank you so very much, and I look forward to hearing about the wonderful success of the gala, and just please remember, tickets are still available.
Thank you.
Please stay tuned for Dr. Don McMaster following these messages.
Good morning. I am Jay Walterwright, Director of Public Information and Marketing for Alpena Community College, and this is the ACC portion of Talk of the Town. With me today are ACC student Brett Selden and ACC Instructor of Utility Technology Roy Smith. Welcome, gentlemen.
Well, thank you, Jay. Good
Thank you.
morning.
How are you doing on this wonderful spring day?
Well, it's middle of winter, but it feels like spring.
It feels like spring. It's nice. I'll take it for the day or two that we have it. We are here today to talk about a class that you recently both took about learning to fly unmanned aerial vehicles. Is that right?
It is. It was a lot more than just learning how to fly one, but also learning all of the associated laws and regulations with flying unmanned aerials, so that you can get your commercial license and be able to fly that for pay.
Well, why don't you tell our viewers, first of all, why this is important and why the college is involved and why the UTT program is involved.
Okay, I think that it's important because the way that drones are becoming prominent and especially starting to be used in industry, in the utility industry, of course, we can see many uses for them. The least of which would be, or not necessarily the least of which, very important part of it would be using them for assessing damage after storms and that type of thing, so that we can properly equip crews before they head out to repair the power lines after a major storm. But there are a lot of other aspects that I think the drones will be used in the future, including engineering for building power lines and for inspections, regular maintenance type inspections of power lines.
So you think this is part of the future for the utility industry?
I certainly do, and I think it's something that's very important for my students to learn and be a part of, because we're right on the leading edge of it at ACC. We're the first school that I know of or that I'm aware of in the country as far as community colleges to be teaching this type of thing and to be incorporating it directly into our programs.
Well, great. Anything that leads to employability of our students is a wonderful thing.
It sure is.
So why don't you tell me what you guys have been doing for a while now? What's in the class? What are you studying? And what's the next step?
I would say that we start off learning all the rules and regulations of flying drones, all the basic hobbyist stuff, and then how this license from the FFA will allow us to legally get paid, or we can legally get hired to operate these drones for different companies, not only utilities, but throughout all these other jobs and careers that are possibly thinking that drones could become big in certain areas, I guess. But mainly I wanted to take this to focus on the lineman utility career.
So what'd you learn?
Learned all the different weather patterns, how to operate drones, how to read the sectional charts, and how to determine the different levels of the classes of the airspace. So we learned a little bit about, maybe not so much in it might not help us in the drone area, but we learned a lot of the pilot, and if we want to go further on, lead into getting our pilot's license. I think everything we learned in this drone class will help benefit us for that, but we learned quite a bit about the basics of flying drones and how they can help us in our careers.
Okay.
Yeah, it goes quite a bit beyond a hobbyist as far as a hobbyist can only operate a drone at least 5 miles away from an airport and that type of thing. So we have to learn a lot about air traffic and air traffic control to be able to safely operate within 5 miles of an airport. Obviously, there, in many parts of the country, you can't hardly get more than 5 miles from a commercial airport. For instance, down in the southeast corner of the state or whatever. But those places get hit by storms and these types of things too, where having this license would enable you to fly the drone for the utility company to assess the damage and be able to more quickly make the repairs on a utility system.
So tell me about the class. How was it set up? How did you find out about it?
I talked to Roy. Roy came into our class, and he threw out this drone class. None of us students really had a clue what it was, but I'm like, all right, I'll sign up for it. It's four hours for 4 different class periods on a Friday. We showed up and start each 4 hours. We focus on a different section of the drone aspect, whether it was learning about the regulations and all this stuff, or the weather patterns, or the sectional charts. And our instructors, Brian and Randy, did a great job teaching us. And then if we had questions, we'd call them on the side. Throughout the week, we'd make a phone call if we're studying, we're stuck on something. Just talk to them and they'd help us out. They were great guys.
And then they took extra time beyond what's learned in the classroom to actually break out commercial-style drones, and the students were all able to operate commercial drones for a 2-hour period, get used to how they operate, and by doing that, they began to see the applications, especially after they've been in the utility classes and out there building power lines now and helping to reconstruct them after we've damaged them or troubleshoot the lines and so on. So it's great extra training, I think, and the class, we didn't have room for every single utility tech student to take it, but I sure appreciate the students such as Brett who put it on themselves to take another course and go out there and do it.
So you had some hands-on work with real drones and some other equipment. Why don't you talk a little bit about that?
I would say some other equipment that we just got exposed to was the van. The Alpena Community College has their own
mobile control
center, I guess, set up with screens all over in it, and it can, while a person can be operating on the outside, you got someone on the inside controlling, checking out, I guess, the lines. As someone's around the controls, patrolling the line, someone can see different aspects or see different things that the actual controller or pilot in command cannot see as on his little GPS board.
So yeah, the flight, the person actually flying the drone just has a small, basically mini screen like you would see on an iPad type of device, but yet inside having the full-size screens and a computer, and as the drone flies you can be watching and looking at every aspect of what it's doing, and that can be using a regular camera, or in the case of utility line work, what we'll use sometimes is a FLIR camera, which is a heat-sensitive camera, so that especially for preventive maintenance types of things, if we have a spot on the line where a connector's going bad or such, then it glows bright red and we can see where we have to send the lineman to make repairs prior to any outage occurring.
Very helpful. Well, Roy, I know you took the test already and you passed.
I did.
And Brett, you'll be taking it very soon.
Yep.
Maybe we'll have you back on the show to tell us how you did.
All right, sounds good.
That's all our time. Thank you guys for joining me. And thank you for joining me. Once again, I am Jay Walterwright, Director of Public Information and Marketing for ACC, and this is Talk of the Town.
This has been Talk of the Town with your hosts, Nancy Smitham and Don McMaster. For a list of events taking place in Northeast Michigan, please visit our website at wbkb11.com and click on the community link. This has been a Thunder Bay Broadcasting Corporation production.
The Talk of the Town furniture and set design are provided by Young Appliance Art Van Furniture on US 23 South in Alpena.